Right, so I've got a few things mounted up now. I see the dash covers back out of the car. I've got a relay here, which will just provide power to the secondary fuse box. I have got a cable to make up that goes to it, but that I can do when it's all in place. I've got my wideband controller mounted up on the side of the original fuse box up there. There's no holes or screws in that fit in, so it's just wrapped around with a cable tie, but it's nice and snug and secure up there, so I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, that's up there. Then I've got my ECU at the front. I can still get on the connectors even with the dash panel in place, so that's no problem, especially for the tuning one. That's obviously the important one. Yeah, so that's all in place now. Now I'm going to go about and start mocking up the wiring loom. Now, if you've seen some of my earlier videos, I did make up and show how I made up all of the wiring using string. I'm not going to show that whole process again because it's just gets so long-winded, really. So I'm gonna mock it up, get all my lengths together, probably just draw out a basic diagram of what I'm going to do, and obviously start then getting all the lengths and working it all out. Right, so if I draw out a basic diagram, I've got my bulkhead fitting, all of the units in the engine bay, all of the units in the car, and just one bit just to represent the loom that's needed. So what I'll go now is get some string and just work them between each one, so I know the lengths of the looms between each components, and then obviously from that then I can start making up a loom, because I'll know the lengths of them. I'll make it outside the car, and hopefully then it will all just click together in place. Right, so I've mocked up the loom, got the old string out, measured up the distances, got all of my notes out for the wiring, multi-plugs, that kind of stuff for the engine management. I did take the connectors off the car just to make it easier to wire into, same as the ECU, because obviously with the two connectors, the wiring is slightly different lengths for each connector. Tape down the main junction points so they don't move and change the reference. But yeah, I'm going to crack some wiring out now. Get the tools out, get the wiring out, and I'll just crack on. It's probably going to take me the majority of the day. I'm not going to film it, I'll just show you when it's done. But yeah, here we go. Absolute nightmare of a day. So basically, all my planning went to pot instantly because of the terminal connectors needed for the ECUs. Basically I thought I had them and I didn't. So I had to run out and get, all I could get was the pin kit, complete lot. So that was a bit annoying, but luckily managed to get it on the bank holiday. So yeah, so I had to run and get those. Also, while I was at it, I also had to get some cable, some wire, because although I've got lots of different bits here, I was out of 1mm, but nobody had that, so I had to just get some like 4-core, don't know if it'll focus, I had to get some 4-core wire and just strip it down for the bits. So colours aren't what I wanted, but it's what it is. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it there for the day. It's obviously end of the day now. I'll worry about this mess tomorrow. I'll come back tomorrow and just crack on with it. But yeah, it's been an eventful day, so I've got quite a bit done, but nowhere near what I wanted to do. So yeah, I'll be back shortly with tomorrow's progress. Right, okay, so this is where I'm going to leave it for the next day. It's just been a long, tedious process, making references, checking notes, going through all the lists of all the bits and pieces. You can see there are just lots of different things to keep checking, make sure it's right. Best to find a problem now than when it's back in. The majority of the loom is made, the majority of the ECU. I still got to put some earths in here, out into the engine bay with the different sensors and things like that. So they're done. I do need to still just wire up all of these to the relay box, but I don't know exactly where those multi-plugs are just yet. So that's being left for when it's in the car. I can connect those wires up in there. Yeah, then the extra bits going into the car looms, got CAN bus and things like that on these wires. So yeah, getting there. It's just going to take several more hours, I think, to get through it. But it's what it is. Just keep working through. Eventually it'll be done. Cable ties are only on it temporarily, just to keep it a little bit workable, really. But yeah, I'll record again once I've made some more up. Hopefully, might even be in the car next time, but we'll see. Yeah, that's it for me today. I'll be back tomorrow and do some more. Right, so I've come in and it's absolutely pouring down outside, so I've just done what I can. All of the ground cables are in, so from that side of it, the loom is looking good. I've literally just sort of taped up. I haven't put any protective shielding on there because this is all going to be inside the car, so I'm not worried about it. Got my junction set up for my bits and pieces. I obviously have shielded down here because these will be outside. And then separate connectors, map sensor, boost controller, fuel pressure sensor. I have got wire in here which I need to connect onto my fans. So I've got H and L, high and low speed fans. And then this wire in which obviously goes down to the relay box. Now, because it's raining, I can't get outside. We'll push the car outside to open the passenger door to make it just so much easier to work with. So instead of struggling, I'm just going to wait for the rain to stop, I think. So yeah. Right, so I got this in the car. It fits pretty well. I wouldn't say perfect, but happy enough with it. You see the wires are a little bit slack. That's good though, less strain relief. Obviously I need to figure out a way to make it waterproof here. A couple of connectors I talked about before. Just need finishing off. Boost controller, fans and stuff. This goes down into the map sensor. So all down there is okay. Inside the car, there we go, the wiring comes through, loops over the top bar. Just got a cut down bit of coolant pipe just to help protect the wiring against the metal in case there's an issue. Same here, just put this here where it's close to this, not touching it, but close to. So just stop it. You can see all the wires none of them are tight, so there's no like stress on the wire end. So that should obviously help with any problems. Obviously, I still need these wires to be all sorted out. They're going to obviously the secondary fuse box, but I don't exactly know where it is. So I've just put that there for now. I've cable tied it up against the original loom as well, so it's all nice and secure. So yeah, fitment wise, it all looks good. What I'm going to do now, I think, before I get too carried away, I'm just going to put the dash back in, just to make sure I've got enough clearance, so like things underneath here for like the glove box, make sure that still operates. I know it was tight here. I think there was enough room for it to get through, but I guess this is the moment of truth. Just want to make sure of this wire in here is not sticking out too far. Obviously the glove box, when it opens and closes, I don't know where it is. So yeah, just making sure that it all fits before I button it up properly. Right, so I'll get the dash out now, fit it back in, and see where we stand. Well, I knew it was going to be tight, but unfortunately a bit too tight. So it's all good, or it seems to be good around this top area here, but unfortunately it will hit this, so that's no good. So I'm gonna have to route this differently now. Probably above, I've got this, there's a bracket here, probably have to go above that and alongside on top of this. Luckily there's enough spare, or should be enough spare in the loom to be able to do that. But yeah, all up around there is all good. loads of clear space, and all the heating pipes. You can see there's plenty of room in and around the ECU itself. So yeah, I have to come over the top, I think, or in front of this and along, and then that should hopefully be all right. So if I just pop the glove box down a little bit, you can see, I don't know if you can, there's enough clearance in the side there for the wiring that runs down the side. So that's going to be all good where that's located. Yeah, minor issue, but good job I fitted the dash before I fully secured it on. So yeah, let's just get that done now. Right, so move the wire in. You can see it's tucked up, it's up there now. It sits over the bracket. I will secure it to that bracket, drill some holes in it. All down the side there to the ECU. Just get the glove box back in and see, and just make, I can't see any problem with that, but let's just make sure it still works. Absolutely acres of space. Obviously I haven't got a clip on it yet, so it's not going to clip in and stay shut. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, that is, well, I wouldn't say done, but it definitely fits. And it's all routed where it's going to be. Right, happy days. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there for this video before it gets out of hand too long. I've still got plenty to do on it, so I'll split it up into a couple of videos. Yeah, still got like the fan wiring to do, like I say, a little bit of wire left in there, as well as obviously completely wiring in the relay box. But what I'll probably do is get it mounted, then I can measure the lengths for all of these. The dash is coming back out anyway, just so I can fit a few security devices and things like that in there. And then I will, yeah, I'll get on with it next time, I think. Right, well, thanks for watching this time. It's been a bit of a long one for me over the last several days. Hopefully I can get on it during the week, but if not, over the weekend we'll be looking towards the final stages of this wiring, I hope. So yeah, see you next time.